Congratulations on the purchase of your new hiker. This DVD is designed to teach you to ride a hiker over the course of 3 days. We strongly suggest you master each day's training before moving on. This is the best and fastest way to begin enjoying all of the hiker's benefits. But first, you need to put your hiker together. The hiker is shipped with the front and rear halves apart and the front and rear wheels off. Remove all of the pieces from the box and lay out on a flat, non-marking surface. Place the front end on its backside and locate the front wheel. Lower the axle into the forks and connect the chain from the sprocket on the wheel to the sprocket on the hiker. Pump the pedals to make sure it grabbed. Now tighten the nuts on either side of the axle. Note that the wheel should be slightly off-center. Connect the power supply to the motor. Attach the seat back by lining up the holes and inserting the cross bolt. Place the battery on the bracket on the underside of the seat. Snap the rear latch, making sure it engages the bracket, and then push the battery lock in. Now, locate the rear axle nuts and spin them off. Take a rear wheel and slide it onto one of the axles. Make sure it is snug against the aluminum hub. Install the nut and tighten. Make sure the wheel spins freely. If not, loosen the nut. Repeat on the other side. Orient the halves correctly and then lower the front end until the rod end on the rear half slips into the bracket on the front half. Locate the hitch pin and line up the holes in the bracket with the holes in the frame before inserting it. Now insert the other pin through the rod end underneath the seat. The final step is to connect the power line to the controller. To install the rear rack, unfold the support arms. Place the rack on the arms and rear main tube. Clip the support arm onto the rack on both sides to prevent sliding. To install the fenders, lay in place on top of handlebar and insert two 1/4 inch bolts and tighten with nut. To attach bottom of fender to frame, put the 1/4 inch bolt through the hole in the frame first and then line it up with the hole in the fender and tighten the nut so that it is snug against the plastic. Repeat on the other side. Stand next to your hiker and steady yourself by grasping one of the handlebars. Step 1 foot over the center bar, place it on the ground and sit down comfortably. Before moving, change into first gear. Twist counterclockwise for higher gears and clockwise for lower gears. Try this a few times. If you cannot easily place your feet on the pedals, simply walk the hiker forward a bit until it is comfortable to do so. Put the balls of your feet on the pedals and push them both straight out to begin moving. You can continue to push with both legs at the same time, but the most efficient way is to push on them alternately. Try this a few times, going in a straight line. The hiker has dual disc brakes, so you must apply equal pressure to each handle grip. If you do not, the hiker will skid to one side or the other. Try this a few times at slow speed. Lesson: start by pushing with both legs. Switch to alternating strokes. Brake evenly and safely. To familiarize yourself with the steering, first sit in your hiker and hold one brake grip to prevent you from moving. Then lean to one side while drawing the handlebars across the trunk of your body in the opposite direction. Do this a few times. Now try doing gradual turns. Start moving and then lean slightly to the right while drawing the handlebars across your trunk to the left. Stop leaning and allow the detent to bring you to center. Then lean to the left and draw the handlebars across your trunk to the right. Try this a few times to make a zigzag pattern. To complete a sharp turn, simply lean more and draw the handlebars completely across your trunk. Do not attempt a sharp turn going too fast because the hiker can be flipped. Lesson: on a safe, quiet street, go from the street onto the sidewalk and then back onto the street again. This will improve your steering agility with your hiker. Going uphill requires overlapping strokes. Change into first gear and attack the hill with momentum. Use short overlapping strokes to power up the hill. You can always get off your hiker and push it up a hill that is too steep. It cannot roll backwards, so don't worry about it rolling away from you. Going downhill is a combination of keeping your hiker straight and using the brakes. Until you become familiar with the sensation of going downhill, do not exceed 6 miles per hour. And do not try and turn while on a hill because you can flip the hiker. Lesson: on a quiet, safe street, come down a hill in control. When you feel comfortable, make a gradual turn and either go back up the same hill or, as in this situation, follow the road that has a hill. Now that you know how to ride your hiker, it is time to add the Bionic system. Remember, it is meant to assist, not be full-time electric power. Press the power button and wait for the beep. Press the plus sign to increase the assist level. For normal riding, use level 1 or 2. When coming to a hill, increase to level 3 or 4. Continue using alternating legs, or for an added boost in power, push at the same time. When coming down hills, press the minus button to switch into regenerative mode. The motor will provide braking force as well as recharge the battery. Keep it in regenerative mode on the flat to provide some resistance, recharge the battery, and get a better workout. In certain situations like crossing a busy road or going up a steep hill, the throttle can be used to provide a short burst of speed. This drastically reduces the battery life. Practice using the hybrid system in a quiet area until you are comfortable with its features. You now know the basics of riding your hiker. With time and practice, it will become second nature to you. Feel free to watch this DVD as many times as you need. Everyone learns at a different pace. If you have any problems, a customer service representative is only a phone call or email away. Thank you for joining the evolution of human power.